Little Saturday morning action coming at you. Saturday morning. Get my coffee on, wait for some people to get on, and then we'll start talking about the subject matter. I slept like absolute shit. Pro tip: don't eat or drink anything weird right before bed. I mean, like, what the hell did I have? I had like Keebler cheddar cheese crackers, and I had the wildest fucking dreams. Look at this guy, YouTube corrupt in the house. Leave the beaner digging himself out of the snow in the house. He goes, I was just about to go to sleep. Go to sleep? Were you up all night? Where the fuck were you? Actually, I was telling people that I had trouble sleeping, or because I ate something right before bed that was awful. I had Keebler cheddar cheese crackers before bed. Check out, I had these two crazy dreams. I'll talk to you about my dreams, and then I'll talk about alcohol and dating. Holy shit, there's a lot of people on. So I had a dream that I was getting the windows tinted in the white car. And after the windows were tinted and looked really good, and I was really happy with the product, the owner of the tint shop said, "Here's the bill. Oh, and by the way, here's a ticket for illegal tint." I woke up so angry. I'm like, that motherfucker just put the tint on and gave me a ticket. I was like, "Urgh." So, you wake up, you have water or something, and then you get your second sleep in. And then I get my second sleep again. Keebler cheddar cheese crackers, do not have them before bed, like right before bed, like the chemical in the cheese or something, or the salt. I don't know what it is. Then the second dream I had, I somehow was flying in the air, like flying, and at the same time controlling. I don't have vivid dreams like this. I'm just not that imaginative. I'm just kind of like, I have stupid dreams like I fuck a chick. I was flying four planes at the same time from outside the plane, basically like controlling them with my mind or something, right? And I lost the ability to stay in the air, and I fell to the ground. I somehow lived, and each plane crashed into me. I was like, wow, never having those fucking crackers again. Those are wild as hell. So I've told you my dreams. I have about 30 people on. Let's get the show started. A relationship based on alcohol, can it last? Right before I went to bed, me and maintenance girl, chatted up because we talk. And we were talking about everything that's going on in my life, right? So she's like, well, I gotta see you before firefighter chicks. Firefighter chicks gonna get in there and put a ring on that finger. And I'm like, I don't think so. I really don't think. And firefighter chick is seeing this. Sorry, I don't think that's gonna go anywhere because, like you guys have heard me say, I've given her a lot of rope, and there's only so much you can give before you kind of go, I'm gonna cut my losses here, and I don't really think this is gonna go anywhere. So I noticed that she drinks a decent amount. She's got issues with the ex, a lot of issues with the ex, and I really think it's like a coping mechanism to the point where the ex is probably saying, you drink too much. And I'm sure she'll say, well, you make me drink so much. I'm like, okay, whatever. And every single time we go out, the whole conversation centers around him. So I'm like, okay, she's not ready. She's probably not going to be ready ever, because she's kind of at that age where you can just kind of stay alone and be alone and not need anyone. I think she's at that age where she's just like, my life's fucked up because of this guy, so I'm just going to deal with it. And then the alcohol makes me forget, right? I don't drink, so I have no idea how alcohol helps someone that is stressed out, if it does at all. I have no idea. So I started thinking back, because I was talking to maintenance girl about this, about I want to say 80 to 90% of the women I've gone on dates with, once they find out I don't drink, she or they immediately are not interested, because and I wonder why. Like, a lot of you guys, look, I know the majority of guys drink, women drink, they all drink. So Blazing Angel X in the house. He said, how old did you say she was? 35? No, YouTube, she's 44. She's older than me. Looking good as fuck though. So Joe Jackson says alcohol is a problem. Truth is worse than pot. I'm not a fan of drinking or drugs at all, but I don't have a problem with people who do it occasionally. But if they drink that much, run. Yeah, so we went to sushi first date. Excuse me. He went to sushi the first date, and she had 5 glasses. I know that's excessive. It's just insanity. I've seen girls have 1 or 2, and they're like, "Ooh, this is, I'm a little tipsy." She was going, whoop. She had 2 during appetizers, 2 during dinner, then 1 to like for the road, and I was like, okay. And she looked fine. She was just like, she's functioning. She was good. But then in my mind, I'm like, this is not going to be good. Because what do people do when they're bored, right? When they're bored at home, doing nothing, watching TV, they drink and drink and drink. Blazing Angel X says, damn, 5, maybe she's a heavy drinker, but can hold it. Exactly. But do I have a problem with that? Can that be a problem in the future? Yup. So if I am around someone that drinks that much, it's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. It's just not going to work, right? I'm not going to judge them, but if they start doing dumb shit while they're that fucked up, or they drink that much, I don't care if you can hold it. That's like irrelevant to me, right? In my opinion, if you're a grown-ass adult and you can hold your liquor, it doesn't give you, carte blanche to have, to get fucking sauced and then drive home. So I always thought every girl I've been out with or talked to or whatever, that when I said I don't drink, they feel immediately like, oh, I can't go out with you. And I go, why not? Well, what are we going to do? And that blew my mind. I went, talk, hang out, screw, go places, go out to eat, go to the gym, go to the beach. Nope. It all centers around alcohol. What are we going to do? Oh, okay. So we're going to go to the beach and drink. We're going to go on a boat and drink. We're going to go to dinner and drink. We're going to be home and drink. And I'm like, okay, I think I understand what they mean. People that have issues with guys that don't drink. So I almost have to meet someone that has a very occasional drink. Very once in a while, maybe after dinner, has one and they're happy. But by and large, people in Florida are heavy drinkers. They're just heavy drinkers. People South Florida. Now, I don't know the Tampa area, Bradenton. They're more Midwest people. People in Tampa, they're Midwest. Sarasota and everything is like an old retirement community. Naples is party-ish. Some good-looking girls down there. Bonita Springs and all that dumb shit. But by and large, Jupiter to Miami is let's get fucked up. Let's get fucked up and drink, and that is the thing. The first time I ever heard the term day drinking was here. So what's day drinking? And they're like, well, you just drink during the day. I'm like, so you're all fucking lushes, right? You're all lushes, GT Frank says, you and Maintenance going to tie the knot. She seems like all roads lead back to you two. We've always been in touch. We've never not been in touch. So, but I just don't think in terms of relationship it'll work. Call me crazy. I just don't think in relationship it will work. And I wouldn't even bother trying it because how it is now is perfect. Because let's say you have a relationship with someone and you take it to the next level and then you break up or you don't have, and you don't want to put that in jeopardy. It's good now. Why would I want to be in a relationship, GT Frank? It's good now. It's good now. Why? She's okay with it. I'm okay with it. Why take it to the next level? Because what happens? Jealousy comes into play. All these shows where I'm talking about banging other chicks might be an issue. I don't want anything like that. I don't want anything in my life interrupting what's going on. Leave It to Bina says, this was before my girlfriend. What was he saying? What's he saying? Not if Joe Jackson says, question, does she drive after? Yeah, of course she does. It blows my mind. A James, New Jersey says, I dated a Miller Coors promotional girl, like 3 of them from the same promo team. All party girls, then made poor decisions while drinking, like smashing their friend smashed the week before. Oh, gotcha. Alan has, were you ever into drinking like in your 20s? Alan, I have never had alcohol. I've never had alcohol. And people go, what's wrong with you? And that's the issue I have. Why does something have to be wrong? I've never had alcohol abuse issues in my family. No one in my family abuses alcohol. I've never had an event due to alcohol. I was a very good athlete growing up, I thought. And I thought, I want to make something of this. I want to make something of this athleticism. And I stayed straight. Now, in the hood, and a lot of people probably think, oh, he's not a hood guy because he speaks well. Okay, whatever. In the hood I grew up with, drugs are everywhere. So to be different was to not drink, not smoke, not do anything. So I was different as shit. I was an athletic dude in the hood, and people left me alone because I wasn't into the party scene. I wasn't into I wasn't going to keggers. I wasn't doing any of that dumb shit. I was just kind of doing my own thing, playing sports. When sports wasn't going to be a way of making income, I got into cars and I got good at that. And then that's where I ended up. But when you go out on dates and they're like, why don't you drink? What, like I told you girls, one girl kept asking me to drink. Like she would buy 2 drinks each time. And I said, I'm not drinking that. She goes, why not? And I'm like, that's going to piss me off more than anything. Don't give me any peer pressure. Don't give me any peer pressure to drink shit because you're gone. You're absolutely gone. Now the people that drink go, what's the big deal? Alex, just have a drink. That's not how it works, guys. If you're anti-drugs, anti-drinking, anti-anything that can change the way your brain works, I'm against it. I'm 100% against it. Fuck all that. Maintenance girl in the house. She says things are perfect the way they are. Exactly, guys. Why ruin something that's fine? Why ruin it? Why bring it into relationship mode? And then we're going to be checking on each other. Where you at? Let her do her thing. I do my thing. And we're good. 26 Trucker says, yeah, it's good now. No need to change that. Would you say no to maintenance? Would you say no, though, maintenance girl? Would you say no, though, maintenance girl? I don't know what he's saying. Leave Tavina says, was talking about the time I went out with a girl at 27, had a breathalyzer in the car. You mean like a device that you blow into and you have to, blow legal to be able to start the car? That's hilarious. Leave it to Tavina. I ran like hell. Oh, Ham says, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I like how they shake their hands. They do like a. They don't just go good morning. They go. Maintenance girl says, I would never risk the type of relationship we have for a title. I'll always be Alex's maintenance girl. See, guys, why would you change that? Now, women that come into my life will probably go, well, that's bullshit. I'm like, no, dumbass. If you and I get along, I obviously don't hook up with maintenance girl, but I'm not going to let her go, like not communicate with her. No, she's my friend. And then if you get a little sideways, new chick, then you're gone and I can go right back to maintenance girl. And she could do the same thing on her, and she dates, she sees guys, or she doesn't. She gets enough of my relationship, enough to be like, all right, I get it. Me and him are good, and I get enough out of that relationship. She's busy working and raising 2 kids. She's got a life. Alan Jimenez says, good for you. Stick to your gut. Alcohol will definitely alter your thinking and decision. How many of you guys ended up with a fat chick in bed because you were drunk the night before? How many of you guys got to go pregnant because you nutted, or you think you got to go pregnant because you nutted in her because you were drunk? Actually, maintenance girl didn't know that there's a thing called whiskey dick, right? You get drunk, you get fucked up, and you just don't get it up. That's like a thing. She goes, really? I go, yeah, there's a thing called whiskey dick. And I don't know how you'd call it for women, but whiskey clit is probably another thing, because I was going out with a girl that liked to drink. Look, all of them like to drink. Again, I don't judge. Drink all the fuck you want, with moderation. If I see you're out of control or you're drinking 5 to 6 times a week, I'm sorry, you're something's wrong. You're covering something up. You need to drink. Drinking is a central figure of your life. Like, the centerpiece of your fucking life is alcohol? Okay, take that away. What do you got? People go, oh, I guess I'd have to think about my own thoughts. I'm like, right. What the hell are you covering up? Because every single time I meet a woman that has excessive drinking habits, not one time, not 2 times, 100% of the time, I see a woman that has excessive drinking habits, they're covering something up. Firefighter chick that got a divorce, that's fucking ruining her. And she's gaining weight and she's eating like crazy and drinking like crazy. I'm like, nope, I met you at the wrong time. You need to be on the after. And the thing is, most women that are on dating sites, the reason I'm saying all this is most women that are on dating sites are 100% not ready to date. 100% not ready to date. Look, when I got out of a relationship, I knew I wasn't ready to date. Was I ready to fuck? Oh yeah. Was I ready to date? No. So I put myself out there to fuck. And things were okay. Then when you talk to a woman that wants a relationship, ew, I don't want to just hook up. Okay, so tell me about you. Well, I just got out of a divorce. I'm like, you're not ready to get in a relationship or even to date a guy to see if you could end up in a relationship. You just got out of something. You're not ready. So most of the time, those women are drinking and hanging out and partying and bottomless mimosas at Lenora's on Clematis. Woo, woo, woo. Day drinking. Woo, that's so cool. Really? Looking like a fucking basic bitch with your Lily Pulitzer dress at Clematis and tripping on pizza slices on the ground and looking like a slob on a Sunday because you wanted to drink all Sunday morning? That's cool? That's what's going on? That's cool? Boy, I am in a completely different zone if that's cool or if that's acceptable. I'm in a completely different zone. Joe Jackson says, be glad you moved to Florida. It's 5 degrees out now up here. I'm telling you guys, I'm not regretting it. I know why I moved down here. That cold shit, that snow shit, no thank you. Arthur says, damn it, Parent of the Year award. 5-year-old son just repeated, fat chick in bed. You have my show on? You have my show on when your kids are there? What are you, psycho? What's a fat chick in bed? Well, let's talk about your moms, Billy. Leave It to Bina says, people that routinely drink to excess are drinking to forget. Look, the girl that forced me or tried to force me to drink all the time, she had massive daddy issues, massive family issues. She coped pretty well. I think she did a good job based on her past. That she came out well. She has a job, a career. She doesn't have 500 kids. She was 31, 32. Beautiful woman. Seemed to have a good attitude. Super laid back. But the drinking, I'm looking at the amount of stuff she's drinking and I'm like, there's a problem somewhere. So then when you start peeling back the onion and you're like, hey, tell me about your past. Tell me about your family. And this is like, she was adopted. Dad was a piece of shit. And I'm just like, here we go. Found it. Found the center. Every single time. Every single time. JB says, Pato, what's your opinion on single mom with more than one baby daddy? Should I just bail? That's an interesting one. It depends on her age. So I've met women here that have a kid early in life, in their 20s. Now they're 32, the kid's 12, right? They got their shit, right? The kid's 11. They got their things good. Everything's good. They got the job. They got the house or apartment. Then they meet the next, the next guy. This kid is 11 and he's grown. He can make his own peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. He can take a shit and wipe his own ass as good as possible. Because, these kids now wipe once and they shove their underwear on. It's just fucking streaks like crazy. Ask me how I know, guys. I know what it's like to have kids. I don't have to have one to tell you the experience. Please. So then she's 32. So now she's probably gotten in shape. She looks good. Meets another guy. This guy is a Don Juan motherfucker, just like one of these go-getter guy. And she falls in love. They fall in love. And she's still relatively young. And she starts talking this kid shit because now this one's grown. And at 30 to 32, this is what I've come across. It's almost like, I guess when you're 20 or 21, and again, if there's a woman on this channel that can correct me, that's fine. When you have a kid, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're just like, here, oh my God, I had a kid. So then when you get older and you think about it, you wonder, can I still do that? And it's almost like a challenge. Am I still feminine enough and fertile enough to get pregnant and have a kid, knowing what I know now, being woke? And they think they can. And then what happens? 32, 33, they get pregnant, have a kid, and they're like, what? Like, once they're having the kid, like in the middle of it, they're like, holy shit, it's going down, right? Oh my God, I can't believe I did this. And then the kid's out. A couple months later, you're not recovering as fast. This body isn't going, boop, it's not getting tight again. you're like, damn, my boobs are fucking, they're pretty destroyed. This gut is having a problem bouncing back. And then you go into a slight depression and you start feeling bad about yourself. And it ruins the relationship because now you're fucking sad as shit. And then the man isn't getting pussy anymore. I'm telling you guys, I have seen no less than 15 to 20 versions of the same story. And I'm like, why? Why? Well, I met a woman, I'm going to tell you about this one, had two pretty much grown kids. And she was smoking. Dude, her body was rocking. She was athletic. She bounced back from having the kids and she had the rack, the tight tummy, the ass, pretty face, good mom. So in her mind, she was a good mom, So in her mind, she was like, once the kids are a certain age, you stop being super hands-on. You just tell them what not to do. Don't jump in the pool. Don't jump in the bed. Don't, but once they're like 4, 5, 6 years old, they're kind of in cruise control, kind of. So she was at a party and she's looking fertile as fuck. She's looking good. She's married. So she's at a party and this gay couple, guys were like, God, you're so beautiful. And you're so fertile. And would you be a surrogate mom for us? And she was like, no sweat. I got this. I had my 2 kids. It ain't no problem. And I'm thinking, wait, they told me this. I went, well, what about the emotional aspect of having the baby, carrying the baby to term that ain't yours genetically, giving it up to someone else, and then you going about your life? Did you take that in account? Oh, it's not going to be a problem. I'll see the baby when I want. It's my friend's baby. It's all good. I'm like, you don't understand, honey. That is an emotional mindfuck. Once you carry a baby to term, how many times have you guys heard a woman be a surrogate mom and then want to keep the baby and then the couple is out because they take them to court. They feel an emotional attachment to the baby. They carry it to term. Guys, it is a very strong, insanely strong connection. So I warned her about that. And after 2 failures of her being able to get pregnant, the third one took. And she got pregnant. And she was all happy. She was glowing. She was still kind of in shape. Her boobs got really big. Yeah. Oh, she looked so good. And she was still, fuckable, And I'm just like, man, you're looking good as hell still. And then she had the kid. Now the body did not bounce back. It didn't bounce back. It stayed big and saggy and chubby, and she felt bad. Her boobs didn't retract. They just stayed big and massive, and they just flopped over. And she's just like, oh, and then she had to give the baby back to the couple, and it all went downhill emotionally really fast. And I don't want to say I told you so because that's fucked up, but I warned them that can happen. And a lot of people think just because I haven't gone through it, I haven't gone through the steps of having a child and all this stuff, that I don't know anything about it. Bullshit. I know so much about it that I don't want to have a kid. Even maintenance girl says, you are so lucky that you didn't have kids. I go, I'm not lucky. I don't want kids. That is not luck. I did not ever want kids because I know what it takes and I know what it can do. The moment a kid is out, you are number 2 as a man. You're number 2. It is now about the child. And in her mind, the child is more important than you. No matter what she says, what she thinks, you're the main man in her life. Bullshit. The child, it becomes number 1 and you now become number 2. There are very rare occasions where the baby is out and the woman's just like, wow, I'm normal and I still love my husband and I still want to bang him, but we have a kid together. That's like so rare when I hear a good marriage is still happening after a child is out. It's usually an issue. Like you don't bang anymore. She don't suck your dick in the kitchen anymore. She don't jerk you off at nothing. You're I got a kid. I got a kid. I got to wipe his ass. I got to make sure he don't die. I got to worry about you. Yeah. And then who comes into play? This stupid motherfucker. I'm like, hey, I don't care. Yeah, I'm not going to be up your ass. Whenever you're available to screw, we're good. After they divorce, of course. Casey says, good morning, Alex. Blazing Angel X is talking to SD Irish and GF Frank. What is SD Irish saying? My wife and I haven't been intimate for over 5 months. We have 4 kids, and she says she's still attracted to me. She loves me, but I can't feel her love for me is gone. It sucks. Man, look at that. The timing, SD Irish, man. I'm telling you, once you have kids, what you thought marriage was, it's over. And what do men do? What do men do when they don't feel loved in the relationship? They cheat. They cheat. What makes you stick around? Probably the lovemaking. Okay, so we're talking about a relationship based on alcohol. Can it last? Probably not, because everything you do is about alcohol. A relationship based around sex. Can it last after you have kids? No. No way. If you're out there slaying all day long and then you have a kid and you're still a sex addict, the man, and the woman, her brain changes, now she's mom and she's doing mom things, you can't just, while she's changing the diaper, you can't just lift her skirt up and smash. It's just not how it works. E-Rock says, Casey, good morning. Casey said, good morning. Jared Wells says, really getting tired of girls asking me to buy their OnlyFans right when I match with them. You could tell who they are, though. Guys, you could tell, because that means you're looking at girls between 20 and 25 or 26. Do me a favor. Ignore anyone under 26 and go 27 to 40. And you'll have less women that are asking for you to subscribe to their OnlyFans. Good morning, Venomous 50. E-Rock says, yes, having a kid can be great, but you better have damn good woman. I'm telling you, I'm not willing to take that risk. I'm not willing to be, look. My last relationship, she wanted kids. The relationship without kids wasn't awesome. It was okay. Imagine with a kid? Fuck, no. I would be I'd be the trash taker outer. I'd be the protector. I'd be maybe the breadwinner, depending on how it shook out. I'd be the driver. I'd be the other guy. I wouldn't be the man of the house, because that relationship just looked like it could have gone south real quick once I had a kid. Real quick, because the family is now involved. That's the other fucking thing. I told you about the family, right? How the family acted in my last relationship. So imagine now the family has a grandson. Fuck, and they have ownership of something. When it's just me and her, it's just me and her. Now you introduce a child into the picture, the fucking family now thinks they own shit. Oh, I want to take care of the grandkid, and that's my grandchild. How come I haven't seen my grandchild? You better not let my grandchild put those clothing on. I don't want my grandchild going to that school. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. No kids for me. Guys, you don't think about all of this before you nut in a woman? Like, you don't think about every single thing like this before you come in the vagina. If you don't, you better change the way your fucking mind works. MK Johnson says, you said a mouthful with the grandchild line. Look, I think people are so naive about kids that it's mind-numbing. We started talking about alcohol. It became about kids. But honestly, you need to understand what happens when you have a kid with someone. You are part of their life forever. It's not for a day. It's not for 18 years. It's not for 20 years. Forever. You are now attached to this person you don't even know if you'll like in 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 12 years. And their parents, their friends, all that bullshit. Then you have a child. So now this child carries that family with it. So when this child goes to your family, the two fucking families now have to sort of mingle. Let me know. Well, let's say, for instance, you break up and you want to take the kid for a week to whatever. The other family's going to go, whoa. That's my grandkid. I want to make sure you're not doing stupid shit with my grandkid. Who are you exposing my grandkid to? Oh my fucking God. You guys got to get your head out of your asses. If you think that having a kid is this wonderful, great thing that comes with no baggage. Oh my God, all the baggage. And let's say you do your best. You do your best as a grown ass man to raise your kid. There is no guarantee he's going to come out okay. There is no guarantee he's going to come out okay. He could end up being Jeffrey Dahmer. He could end up being some fucking asshole. He could end up being fine and great, or heaven forbid, not athletic. If I had a kid and I gave him a baseball and this little motherfucker didn't throw the ball properly, threw it like a girl up until he's 18, 19 years old, we're done here. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I tried to teach you baseball. You can't throw a fucking ball. Genetically, you're more like into like video games and shit. I'm sorry. I don't want this kid. Can I bring it back? I don't want that. You know, you can't ensure how your kid's going to come out. You can do your best. I just saw the other day Tiger Woods at the tee with his son. I'm like, man, Tiger Woods, by all intents and purposes, fucked up. You know, he was fucking all. Do you guys remember Tiger Woods was fucking everything back in the day? Like everything. And he had a super hot wife. Like she was basically a babysitter. What was she? Was she an au pair? You know, well, basically a babysitter, a glorified babysitter from like Switzerland or some shit, looking good as fuck. Then he started fucking everything. Porn stars. He had like 600 girls he was fucking. You guys remember that? Did you guys forget? Tiger Woods was in a huge scandal where he fucked everything. And then even after all that and the divorce, this kid looks at dad like he's a hero and has the ability to golf. I'm like, I wonder, again, psychological. I love psychoanalyzing people. Is the kid doing that so he can gain his father's love? Because I don't know how that relationship was. I have no idea. Or is he genuinely into golf? If I wanted to impress my dad, I'd become like a street hustler. He'd be like, damn, you became the head of the Flores crime family. Respect. But no, I became I was into baseball heavy. And then I became, into the performance aspect of cars. And my father didn't like performance cars. He hated performance cars. He had a friend of his in a Camaro, an IROC Z, die in an accident. But it was a single car accident. It was going 120, which I don't know how the hell he got an IROC Z to go 120. And he hit a pole because it was wet in the fall with leaves on the ground. I'm like, Dad, you think I'm that stupid? You think I'm that stupid, Dad, that I'm going to go speeding in the rain in the fall with leaves on the ground? Come on, Dad. It wasn't because it was a performance car. It's the guy driving was stupid. Well, whatever. Schmitty Schmidt says, checking in YOLO. He was banging all those Swedish models, YouTube Corrupt says. Blazing Age says, the man was living his best life. One snitch because he wouldn't give her more money. Then they all came out. So true. Casey's like, I have two that are super athletic and one that's a gamer tech genius. That's good. That's okay. But if I'm going to have a kid, one kid, and this little fucker doesn't throw baseball or football with a spiral after I've done all my... I'm sorry. You got to go. Mom, whatever. Teach him to knit shit or sewing. Or, I'm sorry. I can't. Maintenance girl says college is expensive. Start a college fund ASAP. She's not wrong. She's got 2 kids in college right now. Maintenance girl does. Again, guys, she don't need a man in her life asking her what she's up to or where she's at. She's got a life. Blazing Age X says paying them $1 million to bang it out and then keep hush. Dude was loaded. Is loaded. You nailed it, Alex. Our oldest son is autistic. I'm so sorry. But hopefully he's doing well. It's a lot of work, but I wouldn't change it for anything. I understand. Look, I get it. So you have an autistic child. You know how much work that is, and you know that he's gonna have difficulties as an adult. So you do your best. You do your best to make sure he's well prepared to do that. Or depending on the severity, he's gonna be with you forever. In the house forever, and you gotta forever take care of him. I don't ever want to take that risk. I don't ever want to take that risk of that happening. It's not gonna happen. No, thank you. We started those when they were born. Oh, she said we. Casey said we. That means she's got a man. That means she's lying to me, saying that she's into me. Jared Wells says, when they realize college isn't for them, you can use that for the race car. Exactly. Casey, what's up, girl? Want some long bitch? Oh, she says she got a man. I'm hung so low, motherfucker says, just wake up. Good morning. Bendiciones. Que Dios te bendiga. So back to the alcohol subject. So now I was seeing, because I think I'm going to just cut it off. I was seeing a single mom that drank a lot. So imagine the difficulties of dating someone like that. Imagine the difficulties of dealing with someone in that situation. They have a kid. The kid is kind of like the whole world. It's the whole world. Everything revolves around the kid, which I get. So at what point is she's going to let her hair down and say, I want to have fun for me? I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't think it's going to happen. I might want more coffee. But I'd have to get up and get coffee. Casey says, I agree. Their dad and I were both college athletes. There you go. So unless I have an athletic girlfriend, which there's not a lot of athletic women down here. There's a lot of bougie women down here. A lot of bougie women down here, meaning women that like to look good, prim and proper. There's not a lot of girls that are like, you know, I mean, I don't want to date a CrossFit chick because that's like a mental, that's almost worse than dating a woman that's addicted to alcohol is dating a CrossFit chick. It's like a cult that they're part of. And if you're not in that cult, then fuck you, right? Oh, you're not into CrossFit? What the fuck's wrong with you? I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with me? I mean, I don't want to bust my shoulders. Oh yeah, I had 3 rotator cuff surgeries. Right. I've had none, and I just lift shit. She says, Casey says, I don't have a man. I have an awesome co-parent. That's nice. See, that's a good thing. E-Rock says, actually, you know, from what I can tell, Maintenance Girl has 2 kids, co-parents really well. So that's good. Casey co-parents really well. That's good. But that's a minority. Most of the time it's a fight and they use the child as the center, as the focal point of the fighting. GT Frank says, their dad and I were both college athletes. See, when I think college athletes, I think Division I. I think Division I basketball, Division I softball, Division I something. But if you dabbled in like lacrosse, you know, like Springfield Technical Community College, I wouldn't say the word college athlete. Line of Lad says, GT Frank from Long Range. Okay. Yeah, GT Frank came in hot. He came in a little too high power. He goes, college athlete. You know, he came in a little too high power.
Check this out, fool. You coming a little too high power.
Oh, man. CrossFit is the opposite of Fight Club. The first rule of CrossFit is to tell everyone that you know that you do CrossFit. You know, you're not wrong. I've noticed that women that do CrossFit make that their identity. And I think, you know, you have to have an identity before you go to CrossFit. Like if you go to CrossFit because you want to be healthy, you want to be in shape, and you want to be able to, you know, have goals and accomplish things, that's fine. If you have nothing going on in your life, nothing at all, and CrossFit becomes the thing that's going on in your life, get ready to be in a cult. That is literally someone that's going to end up being in a cult. And they go, no. I'm like, yeah. You're going to end up being in a cult. And I don't see a lot of athletic women down here, like at all. You know where there are a lot of athletic women? The Northeast. There's a lot of colleges up there, and a lot of women kind of stick to that because, you know, you can get fat real quick over the winter. So they maintain themselves pretty good, from what I can tell. Down here, because it's warm all the time, they're just like, you know, I'm just going to go out because it's nice out. So I'm going to go out, and then it's really hot in the summer. So they're not going to get caught dead jogging in the summer. So a lot of the women here are a little doughy, a little on the doughy side, a little, you know, voluptuous, soft. I don't meet a lot of like, super hard, you know, athletic women down here at all, like at all. Just like vegans and Tesla owners. I like a Tesla, but I wouldn't say I'd love a Tesla, like the Plaid edition that's coming out, supposedly 8-second quarter mile, 200 mile an hour top speed. I want that, but I'm not going to say I'm better than you because actually iPhone owners are probably the biggest cucks on the planet, biggest cuck simps on the fucking planet because they somehow convince themselves that, I think, when did Steve Jobs die? And what iPhone came out when Steve Jobs died? When did he die? 2011. In 2011. So the 4S was the so the 4S was the phone that came out when Steve Jobs died. I guarantee, since he died, aside from the camera, there is not that big of a difference between the iPhone 4S and the latest iPhone, which is what's the new one? The 12, right? Is that, I don't know. The 12? I guarantee people out there convince themselves from the 4S. I give you a 4S right now, and you're going to go, oh yeah, I can operate it, and it has similar features as the 12, except the camera and the size. And people go, oh, it's the best. It's better. You got to get this. It's awesome. I remember John Lund Jr. was like, oh, you should check out the camera on the 4S. I'm like, what's it do? And he goes, it goes this crazy wide lens when you, I'm like, yeah, I did that in my like Galaxy 8. Oh, but it didn't do it as well. No, I understand. The iPhone might do it better, but it did it first. Some people need Jesus. Oh, don't have kids, don't get a dog. I'm listening to you while I clean this mess. Exactly. Maintenance girl has a dog. She doesn't just have a dog. She has a massive pit bull. Yeah, shit. A friend of mine is a Chevy guy, so he named his first kid Chevy. That kid ended up being into Hondas and has nothing to do with cars. His dad was crushed. I know a guy that named his daughter Shelby, and he's a Chevy guy. Walter, that's his name. Finally figured it out. Walter. Or Vapors. E-Rock says, yes, most of the time, guys, you will have drama where other parent is involved, always. Baby daddy played D1 baseball at Texas Tech. That's good. I played D2 basketball at Tarleton State. Hey, legit. I got to see this Casey. Casey, let me see what's doing. Yeah, send me some of your best glamour shot photos. Sounds like my ex, Alex. She's a psycho, too. That, too. Good point. Thank you. Good morning, Cameron Clark says. Good morning, good morning. Casey says, the camera and the size is about it. From the 4S, where Steve Jobs died, and that's where innovation stopped at Apple, to the current phone, I bet you there's not that big of a difference. The same can be said about Androids. Actually, no. Believe it or not, Android, because there's like 7 or 8 different manufacturers, right? Google has a phone. Samsung has a phone. I think there's a bunch of different manufacturers of the Android. So you can get their spin on things, right? I have an 8S, not 8S, I'm sorry. I have like a S8, big, large, that someone gave me. I have trouble fucking with the Note 10 and the 8S because the operating system is different. The cameras, the buttons, the features, totally different. And I'm like, God damn it. I have to, every time I flip back and forth with phones, I'm like, shit, I got to relearn a bunch of stuff. Whereas an iPhone, it just, from the 4S and up, it operates all the same except the camera. No, it's much different, Alex. No, it's not, E-Rock. Stop it. See, you're sounding like an iPhone owner right now. It's much different, Alex. The camera, it feels good in my hands. It comes with less shit. It doesn't come with AirPods. It doesn't come with a charger. It's so much better. They took stuff away from it. Shut the fuck up, all iPhone owners. Casey Big Baller here out there playing basketball. I wonder if she's tall, because if you got to play any kind of basketball in any kind of college, you got to be minimum 5'8". Right? Unless you're the guard. Better be hot if your name is Shelby. Leave It to Beaner says, Apple contracts Samsung for their displays. Samsung never loses. I'm telling you. But people don't want to hear that shit, Leave It to Beaner. People don't want to hear that shit. iPhone, it is a cult. iPhone users are in a cult. I'll switch to an iPhone if I think it's better. Every single time I grab my friend's iPhone or something, I'm like, this is made for children for simplicity. It's made for children for simplicity. Not that I like difficult things, but every time I look at an iPhone, I'm like, this is made for a child or a grandparent. What phones do grandparents have? Case closed. She is 5'8". I knew it. Cameron Clark says, guilty of buying into Apple just to have everything work smoothly together. Phone, laptop, earbuds, watch, etc. Outside of that, there's no huge reason to buy Apple unless you just like iOS. You're right. I like it. See, Cameron Clark, a guy that makes sense when it comes to Apple products. Excuse me. Played point guard. Ooh, she probably got some skills. I'd like to play her, you know. She probably fucked me up, but I don't care. Texas Stang says, at work getting this guap. Just wanted to pop in and say I enjoy these live streams more. Catch you on the replay. Sounds good. Hey guys, tomorrow I'm going to do the peasant chat around this time. I'm going to do the peasant chat around this time on the other channel. Tomorrow, peasant chat. This time, no paid questions. Just me and you and the peasant chatters. And if I only have 100 or 200 viewers, that's fine. That's fine. E-Rock says, much love, Alex. You cracked me up. Thank you, E-Rock. GT Frank says, iPhone 6S to 12 have the same operating system. Boom. When Jobs died, that guy was a fucking genius. I'm sorry. That guy was just not a genius, but he was a tyrant, but the guy pushed to make sure the product was to his liking. Once he died, they just piggybacked off of his shit. 05GT04 Mock says, once upon a time, iPhones didn't even compare in hardware specs. I'm disappointed that Androids have allowed them to catch up this much. Their software is terrible, though. Jared Wells says, you crossed me up. Never was good at basketball. Baseball, different. Yeah, exactly. I'm a baseball guy. I mean, you put me in a batting cage, you get fucked up. Leave It To Beanie says, I run a Note 10 because it's doing double, and sometimes triple the duty between managing my business and scrambling the drone for search and rescue ops. Look at that. Very powerful. I got the 10, not the Plus, because I just didn't need something that big in my pocket. I'm telling you, this thing is ridiculous how capable it is. Ridiculous. It does everything. I don't even use half of the shit on it. Apple Donkey stops Droid Man because it works, Alex. I run a Note 10 because it's... Okay, that was Leave It To Beaner. So, yeah, I think dating a girl that's a CrossFit chick is kind of a cult chick. Imagine dating a drinking slush box of a woman that CrossFits and has an iPhone. You will never win. Imagine going on a date and she's like, I CrossFit, brings out her iPhone and orders three glasses of wine before fucking dinner shows up. You might as well leave the table. You might as well go, well, it was nice knowing you. See you later. You're going to be a fucking pain in the ass. Trust me. I judge. I psychoanalyze. I sit there and I study your movement. I go, yeah, you're a lefty, huh? You're all fucked up. The whole world is backwards to you, innit? Yeah, I don't like how you got to write left to right. And as a lefty, I always smudge the paper. Oh, shut up. Had a cult of iPhoneers trying to convince me to switch last night. Told them if someone sponsors me for one, maybe. Besides that, Android for life. I like it. Brand nut huggers are annoying as hell. 100%. 05GTO4 Mark. When the iPhone comes out, I'm gone. Would you rather date an alcoholic or a pothead? So I dated a pothead. Pothead was probably better. In terms of dealing with them, right? Potheads are... This one was very laid back and chill, but to the point of not being productive at all. Like, getting a pothead to go to the gym, like, get a pothead to the gym. You can't. You can get an alcoholic to the gym, but you can't get a pothead to the gym. And this girl complained, oh God, I'll tell you about this one. This girl complained all the time that she was actually super nice and chill. And she would always say, I'm never having no fuck. She had a kid. Because I'm never going to have no more kids. My kid ruined my body. And I go, once she said that, I kind of perked my ears up. I'm like, okay, let's talk, baby. She goes, yeah, she ruined my body. I was skinny. I was skinny and good, rocking. Booty was jiggling. Titty was good. Waist was thin. Had a kid. Gone. And I'm like, no, I think you look good. Obviously, she was a little chubby, but, I didn't care. But she was like, no. And then she showed me pictures of how she used to look. I'm like, woo! No wonder I can get with you because I couldn't get with her back then. She was like a solid 8. No, she was like a 6 or a 7, And then she's like, I think I'm going to get a mommy makeover. Oh. Once her friend got a mommy makeover, and once she started talking about the mommy makeover, it was a huge turnoff. I don't like plastic surgery on women. I get it. Some women want to do it. They want to perk their boobs up. They want to, suck their gut. Have you seen the belly buttons? Have you seen the belly buttons on mommy makeovers? Have you seen what doctors in Miami are doing to women nowadays? They're taking a chubby woman that has never worked out ever in their life and putting the fakest, ugliest abs on them ever. Let me look up mommy makeover. And the belly button is by their fucking chin. Let me see images. Dude, it's so awful. Oh, okay. This is quintessential. This is the problem with guys. Okay, guys. This is why I don't like mommy makeovers. And for those of you that are a little squeamish, might want to look away from your monitor or phone right now. But this is a mommy makeover. And this is how I can spot a mommy makeover. The belly button. This is, you've had a kid. This is, no. If you work out and, you might be able to get this guy down, whatever. But this is, this is not a good look. A lot of women feel self-conscious about this little pouch that happens after they have kids. But this is worse. This is worse. This weirdly placed belly button that this isn't right. So what they do is this. This woman is obviously, had a couple kids and is bigger. And then they go boom like that. 50% of the women I meet have had mommy makeovers. And that tells me a lot of women that I meet, they just go to the gym and get it done. And they have a little tiny pouch. And I don't care about that. I have no issue when you've had kids. But when you have a mommy makeover and have never worked out and you've never gone to the gym, it's very obvious. And what happens usually is they eat right through that mommy makeover. They just go right back to being kind of doughy. And you're like, what's wrong? Like the belly button's weird. And you're just like guys, there have been occasions where, you meet a girl, she's fully clothed, obviously, and you're macking and you're having a great time and everything's great. And then it leads to the bedroom and you're like, ooh, oh shit, this date's going real good. And you lead to the bedroom and wait, let me set it up. I hope it's still there. Wait, hold on, let me see. Let me see. Here we go. Let me see if this is still here. Nope, I didn't have the failure horn. I thought I had the failure horns. You peel it down and you're like, oh, this huge scar right under their panty line. The belly button is up by the middle of their chest. And you're like, I guess I'm eating pussy tonight. No. I guess you're sucking my dick and we're not doing anything else. I'm like, yep. Oh, I'm just tired. Okay. I'm like, God damn it. Nothing takes my erection away faster than a 15-inch scar that goes, look, I get it. You had surgery and I get it. But I have the right of refusal. I have the first right of refusal. Once the panties are down, there is no guarantee I'm going to stick it in. I am surveying the area. I'm like, oh. So what do? Put them back on? Could you imagine? You're in bed and you're like, oh man, titties. Titties feel kind of firm. So you're like, maybe she's just naturally firm titty. They're stuffed. And then you go down and then you pull the panties down and you see this scar in the belly button and you just go, whoop. Well, have a good day. I'm out of here. What are you doing? I'm like, oh no. Dude, that would be awful. Awful. So I try to find out as much as possible about the woman before I meet them to avoid a situation like that. That is traumatizing. If you actually go, I'm not gonna bang you. You look like Edward Scissorhands. You look like, I'm good. Oh fuck. Who's better at giving head, a pothead or an alcoholic? Haha, caught another life. Hell yeah. An alcoholic is better at giving head than a pothead. Potheads don't want to suck your dick. Just fuck me, man. CrossFit equals psycho. Slip out when you go to the bathroom. Cameron Clark says, the left-handed struggle with smudging ink is really tragic. What do you do if you meet a girl and she seems like a great, loving, caring person, but then you meet her parents and they're alcoholic crackheads? Run. She doesn't smoke and rarely drinks. No, it's okay. She might have been the one to stop that bullshit. So no, give her the shot. Her parents were fucked up, but we'll see how it affected her. But do some analyzing and don't go in, don't hit the ground running. Do a lot of analyzing. Sit back and check out the situation. Mike Tyson is a pothead. Okay, who's better at giving head? We got that. I'm left-handed. The struggle is real. Exactly. Morning, Alex. Early for me on the West Coast. I'm going to catch the replay at work. Thank you, Trevor Griffin. Maintenance girl says, I disagree. I think they look better now at 39 than I did in my early 20s when I had my girls. She's talking about her boobs. Stamina, little kangaroo pouch. Maintenance girl had 2 kids. She looks good. No issue. No surgery for maintenance girl. Maintenance girl had 2 kids and she went to the gym. She got it done. Cameron Clark says, damn, I didn't know women turn into marsupials after birth. That was mean. I'm sorry. Hey, yeah, I'm able to catch it live, says Zombie Productions, Zombie 50 Productions. E-Rock says, you have the right to reject. You have the right to reject goods, Alex. I have the right to reject. If I'm down there and I'm messing around and I see something that I'm not digging, I'm gonna leave the situation. Look, when I go on a date, right? First of all, now I ask for all the pictures on the planet. Like when I'm meeting somebody and when I'm talking, I go, okay, tell me about your parents. Tell me about this. Tell me about everything. Do you have additional photos? How often do you drink? Yeah, I do a bunch of grilling because I'm not gonna get my time wasted if I find out in the middle of the date that you CrossFit, have an iPhone, and drink a lot. No, I'm good. Thank you very much. I met the girl that drank a lot before. She had an iPhone like a fucking 5, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hang with you. It wasn't a brand new iPhone. She was like, I don't need a brand new iPhone. It was a one little single dot camera shit situations, and I'm like, all right, she might be normal. But when I see the girl that has the brand new, the whole back is lenses, like the whole back is lenses, but they're on Metro PCS having ass. You know the girls that have the latest and greatest iPhone, but they're on Metro PCS Family Dollar plan. Get the fuck out of here with your bullshit. Very evasive plastic surgery never ends well. Yeah, man, I'm looking at this. The ass is hilarious on mommy makeovers. Love you, ladies. You look stupid with your fucking mommy makeovers. I'm sorry. Go to the gym, be natural, be normal. But these mommy makeovers, because they don't want to actually do the work, go out there. I get it if you have really, really saggy skin and it went downhill really fast. I get it, babe. Go do your thing. But you could do a lot of work on your own by just going to the gym and just killing it. And if you have extra skin, trim that guy off. But if you're chubby, never got things going, were never athletic, and do a mommy makeover, I got no respect for that. Sorry. I love you. I got no respect for that. Let me see. Fake ass Miami. Now, these are extreme examples. I want like a regular example of a fake ass. That's Kim Kardashian. That's an obviously fake ass. Let me see. Fake butts in Miami. Because it's all Miami. You go to Doral, Miami, Coral something, or whatever the fuck. There's some fake asses down there. And you're just turned off by the whole situation. You're like, God damn it, why can't we just have normal ass looking women? Oh my God, it looks like they put concrete in her ass. Jesus. That's like Black China. I'm not even going to put that up on the screen. It's just gross. I like a nice, athletic, smaller butt. I don't need this big, jiggly, dumbass shit. Yeah, you see, there's no good examples here. The examples here are so extreme. But the fake butt phenomenon is a thing. Most of them are, like, you can just tell if the butt's fake. Yeah, if the butt's fake based on the legs. This is a great one right here. This is a really good example. This one, the legs don't support the structure. If your legs and the back of your elbows, right? If the back of your elbows aren't chubby, you don't warrant a booty like that. So I look at a woman's physique and I'm like, if the back of the booty is like that and the structure, the trusses are not supporting that top end and you got really skinny arms, something tells me that you got the fake ass. What's going on here? Oh, come on, man. Again, skinny legs, big butt. It just doesn't work. Skinny legs, big butt. It's just, I mean, this isn't real. This can't be. This is real? Come on, that's not fucking real. It's got to be Photoshopped. Oh my God. Oh, this is ridiculous. So it's really, a lot of people, like if you live in, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a place that has like a lot of, down to earth, women, down to earth, normal women. And I'm thinking Georgia, I'm thinking North Carolina, I guess. But here, Florida, it's a lot of bullshit. It's a lot of fake bullshit, a lot of drinking, a lot of fake asses, a lot of mommy makeovers at my age range. Now, why do I have a better shot of dating a 25-year-old, a 25 to 30-year-old that to me is attractive, natural, and I'm attracted to than a 35 and up year old that has been through shit, had a couple kids, couple surgeries, drinks like a fucking fish. It's just a lot of people, why are you having trouble down there? I'm like, guys, be my age down here in South Florida and you'll understand. And then have them think the way that I think. Some guys don't give a fuck. Some guys just don't care. Some guys just get in there, smash, and get out. And I'm just like, no, I'm a little more selective. YouTube Corrupt says, if you were dating a girl who was cute naturally, but then wore a lot of makeup, Sharpie eyebrows, and fake 4-inch eyelashes and Frito nails, would you tell them they look silly? No, I just wouldn't date them. I wouldn't date a girl like that, YouTube Corrupt. I wouldn't date a girl like that. I just wouldn't even go on a date. The eyelashes, the fucking Frito chip nails, I am not even getting out of my house to meet that. Israel says, what happened to Casey? Casey gone. Casey gone. Don't need to talk about it. She gone. She was doing the same shit all the other women were doing. Getting information out of you, and then when you wanted to know like things about them, they'd be like all secretive. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna bounce from this situation. Irish Man says, my wife is still sexy as fuck, but from what I've learned, it don't matter what I think. It's how she feels about herself. 100% right. Look, if you want to go get surgery to feel good about yourself, have at it. Some of us are not attracted to that, and you gotta, live and die by that, I guess. YouTube says, if you feel you gotta tell her, then tell her. I'm always more of an 80% natural, 20% makeup kind of guy. Myself for preference on the girl. More natural for sure. Makeup hides a lot. If I'm not attracted to a girl without makeup, I'm probably not gonna go out with her. Cheyenne Obregon says Minnesota. I think a lot of women in Georgia, North and South Carolina, maybe parts of Louisiana would probably be down to earth, down ass chicks that have natural beauty. Because based on my travels, that seems to be the case. Cameron Clark says, boy, you got it wrong about the men see women. They all sorts of yikes. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I'm talking about like the cities, not like, in the sticks. Even the sticks here, there's some yee nasty mud truck, a Dirty Butts 2000 bounty hole attending ass chicks, No, thank you on them either. Utah says Line of Lads. True, I'm in NC too. A Line of Lads says, I live in Southern California. The women here are stunning. I mean, yeah, look, a Florida 10 is a California 6. And LA 5 is a New York 8. Thighs got to match the butt, says Junior Diaz, 100%. Jared Wells says, what's the best thing to do for a 20-year-old who wants to move to Florida? Better weather than Ohio, starting to hate it here. Well, you got to figure out what you got to do for a living first. It's not cheap to live here, South Florida. But if you want to live north, meaning Orlando, Tampa, Jacksonville, it's relatively affordable, but to me, that's not Florida. To me, Florida is the palm trees, the blue water. The blue water is south of Port St. Lucie, south of Stewart even. So the blue water on the East Coast anyway is south of Stewart all the way down to the Keys. Then if you want to go on the other side, Sarasota, Bonita, Bradenton, Fort Myers, Tampa, it's pretty blue over there, but there's no waves. There's no money. There's a lot of retired people. The cost of living is cheaper on the West Coast. There's no action. So you're 20, you got to decide what kind of lifestyle you want to live and then be able to afford that lifestyle. Dirty Butts 2000, I'm dead. Yeah, you know how it is, like, mud chicks. Mud chicks. Let's look up mud chicks. Like Mud Truck 2000. Let's go to, mud bounty holes. Right? Women that attend bounty hole events, I am blown away by bounty hole chicks. Let's see. Here we go. All girls, snap, crackle, pop. Let me see if there's here we go. Fun in the sun, girls mudding. Okay. You won't catch me dead doing this. I could not date a girl that's into this shit. I mean, let's check out dirty vaginas, mud in the slit, 2021. What'd you do this weekend? I went to mud in the slit. I went to Dirty Toes 5. Woo! Look at this. You ain't catch me dead doing stupid shit like this. Woo! Yeah, look at me. Oh my God, they're gonna flip. Dude, you're gonna flip your shit. No thanks. All right. That looks gross. Yeah. No. You ain't catch me dead dating any of these chicks. If I catch you on one of these rigs, no thank you. Woo! You! Chlamydia 8. What are some funny names for these things? You know? Because it's like Bounty Hole 45, you know, Mud and Herps 12. Wait, there was 12 of these? Yeah, there was Mud. I went to Mud and Herps 1. It was off the chain.
What up?
Woo! Oh, yeah. You know how many rigs like this are in Florida? Could you imagine? I mean, look, good for you, but you ain't catching me. You ain't catching me dead. Look at the big, tall Coors Light. Oh, yeah, but look at the Confederate. Yeah, I'm not wanted at these events. Trust me. They see me that you look a little dark there, boy. Oh, this guy fucked this shit up. This shit is way fucked up. Oh, no, it's in there. Yeah, he's stuck. I'm looking for the girls. It's like, it's a sausage fest here. I'm good. Let me see what this girl's all about. Oh, yeah. Yeah, girl. Look at they all got this big, stupid drink. Nah, I'm good. Oh, my God. Woo! Herps and Mod 10. Woo! Oh, my God. Thing's overheated. Probably smell. You know that smell those things get when they get really hot and muddy? Yeah, no. See, that's... If I didn't care, if I wanted some Loxahatchee yee, you know, culture type chick, I could get that. I don't want that. I don't want that. No, thank you. Slow ST says, long distance relationships, yay or nay with a girl you've never met in person but have video chatted with so you don't get catfished. I mean, look, at this point, I'm open to a long distance relationship. I'm looking out of state. Like, I'm legit looking out of state. Just for that wholesome, normal, down-ass chick. Can't find it here. Can't find it here. Those are mud crickets, says Quick Mods OBS. Insane Mustang, mud crickets. Hell yeah, brother. Drinking Bush Light and watching big old trucks flinging mud. Would you rather go mud or kayaking for a first date? Neither. I go kayaking in the mud. That's somebody's teenage daughter. Shaking my head. That's. Yeah. I've got SXX. Let's go, Alex. Jared Wells. They drink in that Fireball. They call them redneck raves. Yeah, dude. I'm good. Thank you. Rednecks with paychecks, you know, stuff like that. That's fine. Enjoy it. You won't catch me dead near that shit. No thank you. I don't like mud. Like Tough Mudder and Spartan races. I remember my ex wanted me to go to these Spartan races, and I'd only go to the Fenway one or the stadium ones where there was no mud involved. I want to sweat. I don't want to keep digging mud out of my pee hole a week later, right? Women wear these little cups, so when they go under the mud doesn't go up in their cooch. Like these little like protective, like fucking basically like a tampon or a little cup over their cooch. Like, you're running with a cup over your cooch so you don't get mud in it. Why not just not run the event? Oh, but it's so much fun, and you know, I get to challenge myself. Challenge yourself. So when she'd be like, "Oh, you want to do this Tough Mudder?" No. You want to do this Warrior Dash? No. One of them electrocuted you. One of them electrocuted you at the end. I'm like, wait a minute. You got 120 volts over mud? How stupid are you? Let me see. Which electroshock? Let me see. Tough Mudder electroshock fail? Is there fail? Guys are running through and they're like, ah. I'm like, why would I want to do that? Like, here it is. This is so fucking stupid. Look at this thing is electrocuting you. What the fuck is wrong with you? How fucked up is your life that you think you need to look at these guys getting electrocuted? That's real fucking stupid. Like, you want to find the stupidest people on the planet? Here they are. Here they are. They paid to get electrocuted and muddy. And then they finish the event and they're like, what's this guy gonna do? Okay. He's either high, and then let's step on water. Like, how many volts is going through that?
thing since 1923. Hey, how's that?
He's like, oh, yeah, exactly. What the fuck is wrong with you people? You think this is cool? You think you're tough? This should be called stupid mutter. Stupid mutter. Coming at you. Hey, what are you going to do? What are you going to do next week? I'm going to run stupid mutter over in, the park. What's the event called? It's called Stupid Mutter. Stupid Mutter. Stupid Motherfucker. Look at this. Yeah, I don't date CrossFit chicks. I don't date any of these chicks because they think this is okay and normal. Fuck you. I'm good. I'll stay my ass home and not get electrocuted. Yonsei 5 goes, I want that. Mud truck or quad girls are fun. No, they're not. They're gross. They're fucking gross. Give me mega props to the freaks of nature that can do Ironman events. Ironman events are badass. Ironman events are badass. You bike, you run, you swim. No mud, no electricity, no dumb shit. It's just you and, 3 huge, long fucking disciplines. I mean, that to me is super badass. Do you like going to music festivals? What about Mardi Gras? Fuck no. Casey, I don't drink. So why the hell would I want to go around people that fucking drink and act stupid when they drink? I don't want to be in Mardi Gras. I don't want to be at music. I don't want to be at Burning Man. I don't want to be at any of that shit. You know where I want to be? I want to be in my fucking house. And if I'm at my house, I'm at the fucking beach. If I'm not at the beach, I'm at a restaurant eating, and then I get my ass home. Fuck no. Jared Wells says, my side-by-side makes 230 horsepower and only weighs up 1,400 pounds. I don't even take it mudding like they're designed for. I got it street legal and do the opposite. Exactly. Fuck around on the street. That's smart. No, you can't have fun without drinking at Mardi Gras. You get into fist fights. That's what happens at Mardi Gras because you, as a sober guy, are annoyed that everyone smells. The streets smell like piss. Go to New Orleans, go to Mardi Gras, and you smell food, piss, and alcohol. No, thank you. Come to Florida. We'll take care of you over here. Yeah, exactly. Everyone's trying to... Look, guys, Casey got 3 kids. So if you guys macking on Casey, you got to be aware. She got 3 kids. So... Don't think that it's just going to be just her. It's not easy. And when you have a woman that has kids, you're pretty much, taking the kids on too. So be mindful of that. E-Rock says, Alex, why do dudes want a chick that acts like a dude? No thanks. Yeah, it's not a good look. A lot of guys want a girl that they can relate with, like a girl that has a lot of guy friends or she's just one of the guys. Well, guess what? She's going to act like just one of the guys. She's going to call you stupid. She's going to call you a moron. She's probably not going to fuck you all that good because she's like a dude. She wants to get her nut and be done. And you're like, oh, what about this? Sorry, but you didn't get your nut. See you later. I don't want to marry one of the guys. I don't want to marry anybody. But if I want to be with a girl, she's got to be feminine. Femininity is what I'm attracted to, not butchy, Michelob Light, fucking, mud trucking, yee culture, super butch chicks. No, thank you. Blazing Angel Lex says it reeks. Yeah, I'm sure. I think Alexa heard me. Mardi Gras stinks. It just looks like it stinks. GT Frank says she's about to have a 4th. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Calm down, boys. Exactly. Don't need one of those guys with a snatch. No, thank you. Exactly. A lot of guys want, oh, she's so down. She's so cool. Like car chicks. I don't want to get with a car chick. Why? So we can wrench on the car together? Fuck no. I'll wrench on the car. You hand me the wrenches. You go do feminine shit. Go get your nails done. Look good. Come over here and get me a little sandwich and a little iced tea while I'm working on the car. And then after we're done, she's like, how'd it go? Go good. Rubs on my feet. I rub on her. We mac. We fuck. We'll go. That. I don't mean to go be like, I think my clutch is grabbing a little too high. I'm going to go and get underneath it and adjust it. No, thank you. You can, I don't need that in my life. Hell to the no, says GT Frank, this baby factory is closed for good. That means you can nut in it. She basically said, you can come in me and you will not get. Nope. That's what women say. No, this baby factory is closed. I'm like, okay, I'm coming in it. I love women who do their nails, etc. Do what women do, exactly. Each their own. I'm not a city slicker. It's not a city slicker. Who the fuck's a city slicker? But mud chicks aren't good chicks. I'm sorry. Unless you're a fucking dumbass. Unless you're a Michelob Light, yee culture dumbass yourself, go get a mud chick. Have at it. Get a mud chick. Not me. Impending Disaster says the only event that matters is Texas 2K. Exactly. If a girl wants to go to Texas 2K, maybe Florida 2K, because Florida 2K is starting to pop. I like it. And World Cup, and maybe a couple of the RVW races. All right. But I am not going to a music festival. I'm not going to Mardi Gras to just drink and eat. That's so fucking retarded to me. I'm like, what? Go to Mardi Gras to watch everyone else just get fucking sauced and party? I don't party. Leave me alone. Party at my house. I definitely wouldn't want a car girl. That's my alone time. I think it's healthy to have your own separate hobbies in a relationship. Exactly. She does her thing, you do your thing. And then we come together later on. Jared Wells says, how do you feel about car girls? I've been trying to find one lately too and share each other's passions. Don't even bother with car girls. Car girls are a fucking waste of time. No, thank you. See you later. They're talking about their car. Oh, I just got my car built. And then they say it's the dumbest fucking shit. Yeah, I mini tub this so I can fit a... Yeah, I got a 650 double pumper. And Look, I went out with a girl that had a notch. I want to put the dash on it. Why? You going to a car show? The car has raggedy ass paint, shitty ass drag lights, no AC, peeling tint, but you want to put the dash pad on. Yeah. Why? Your car's a fucking rat. You just sell this piece of shit. I'm never selling it. Okay. Good job. Keep that hunk of shit. A Cletus type Alex. Haha. No. You can tell his girlfriend seems to be like super chill, man. He seems to linked up with see, that's the thing. I don't think I'd ever put a girl that I'm dating on the channel. But that girl seems super chill for him that it works, you know? I think they're both young, so the older you get, the more you psychoanalyze and the more you are less likely to end up with someone because you're comfortable in your own skin. Look, I'm comfortable by myself. That's the thing. That's probably the most dangerous thing to women, when a guy doesn't need a woman. When a guy does not need a woman, women go, oh shit, then what the hell do you have to offer? What do I have to offer? I'm like, companionship. If I can cook my own shit, clean my own shit, do my own groceries, do everything. I do everything. What do you have to offer in this relationship? And if it's not much, meaning what are you going to do to add to my life? And if it's just sex, I'm sorry, baby. I can get sex anywhere. I got my shit clean. My money's good. My cars are good. My career's good. What are you bringing into the relationship? If it's just a cute smile and some sex, I can get that anywhere. Mustang Gan says, good morning. YouTube Corrupt says, I had a girl that tried to pretend she was into cars for me. It was nice that she was showing the effort, though. It is nice. My ex, Kathy, she did what? Dude, she was a down-ass chick. I remember I painted for the first time, and I'll never do it again. Mercury Capri. I brought that bitch down to the metal. I did all the body work. I painted it at my boss's shop. And then she was just like super supportive of that. I brought it home for the first time, cleaned it up, washed it. She was like super impressed. She was, wow, you did a really good job. I go, yeah, this is nice. You know, and she was like, wow, you know, very proud, very like genuine. And then I just sold the car because that was the goal, to see if I could paint a car, and I could. And then I found out I fucking hated it. It was so much work. And then when you look at the car, you're like, I don't want to even drive it. I don't want to even put a nick or scratch on it. I feel terrible. So I got rid of it. 700 pounds Rip says, hello, Alex. How you doing? You just got on and I'm about to get out of here. So it's an hour and 18. I usually do an hour and a half, and I want to get to the gym. I got to do the fuel system in the Fairmont because the fuel system, the fuel line collapsed on me and killed my injector. So I got the injectors clean. So I got to get the fuel system going in the Fairmont. Then I'm going to take the rest of the seats out of the red car and then take the rear bumper support and put the Steeda lightweight one in it, make some videos and fuck around. So I'm going to get out of here soon. But I just want to give you guys 2 shows a week on this channel. I missed out Wednesday because I went to the track. That was a disaster. So it was a Thursday and Saturday show. Tomorrow I'll be doing a show for the other channel, the Peasant Chat, meaning No paid questions. All I'm going to do is just talk shit and answer your car-related questions on the other channel. But I'm going to start doing it 2 a week because YouTube likes it. YouTube likes content. And if you start spitting out 2 to 4 live streams a week, your money goes way up, and it's a good look. You don't want a chick to show you how to install a fuel system? No, thank you. When's the Fairmont vid coming? It didn't do anything. It went to the track. The fuel system went to shit. There is no video. I don't like posting videos like other YouTubers of failures because I'm just trying to get content at that point. And it was a massive failure. I went, did a burnout, the car leaned out, ended up finding out my injectors were clogged, went home. I am not going to waste your time with a 10-minute video of that. I'd rather bring you results. So I'm going to get it fixed, go back out to the track, get you a video if it runs well, if it doesn't, but at least if nothing breaks or anything like that. Everyone else is like, yeah, I blew up my car. Check out my video. And I'm like, yeah, I don't like posting failures. Not that I fail often, but not for clickbait. I don't like that. What time will you be on tomorrow? Early morning again? Yes, early morning again. Probably 9:30 or 10 to do an 1.5-hour show and then get done before noontime so I can do other shit, do the gym thing, do a whole bunch of other things and get stuff done during the day. I can't be here all day just talking all day. It just takes up my whole life. But all right, I'm going to get out of here. 1:20. That's nice and easy. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. So for those of you that watch the other channel, the Talking Shit, the other regular channel, I'll be on tomorrow between 9:30 and 10. The peasant chat. We're just going to talk some shit. And I want to thank you guys that tuned in today. The hardcore fans, 80 or so seems to be consistent. And a lot of ghost watchers. You know what's funny? What I'm starting to see, guys? There's a lot of ghost watchers and I get a lot of thumbs down. And I'm like, boy, I wonder if those are girls that I dated. So if I dated you, thanks for watching and not commenting because I know you're out there watching everything I say just to see what's going on in my life. A lot of women are out there going, I want to see what's going on in his life. And he tells all. So I want to see. And then after the video's done, they go, thumbs down. Fuck him. Have a good day, Casey. Hopefully everything goes good. YouTube Corrupt, Cameron Clark, and Zane Mustang. Have a good one. All right. For those of you that follow the other channel, tomorrow between 9:30 and 10, we'll do the peasant chat. Talk to you later.